Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So, tell us the story of how you two met for the first time.
Well, we met in high school, and we had been going to school together. Well, he was a grade older than me, but we'd been in the same school, so we kind of knew of each other. But we more so met through wrestling because he wrestled and I was a manager. So um, I thought he was cute and added him on Snapchat, and then it just kind of grew from there.
Okay. I'm gonna let them get down the stairs. So, how long was it before you started dating until, um, let's go until you were like actually in love and felt like this is actually like a long-term thing?
Yeah. We were talking all of wrestling season, but we didn't want to start dating right away because it was super busy for both of us. So he asked me out the Monday after state wrestling, and it was only a few months after that before we said I love you for the first time. And I remember it very specifically because when he told me, I wasn't sure if I heard him right, so I was a little apprehensive to say it back. But that is what he said, so it worked out well. It was probably, I don't know, 4 months between when we started dating and when we said we loved each other.
Wow, it didn't take long.
No, we were talking for probably 4 or 5 months before that.
Good. And then, when it came time for him to pop the question, did you have a feeling it was coming?
I did. It had been 7 years, so I kind of had a guess that it was going to be coming. And I always knew he was going to want to do it outside because he loves, um, obviously, we're doing the ceremony outside. He just likes having outdoor stuff and backgrounds. And we planned a trip to the Tetons, and I just had a feeling he knew I wanted photos too. And he had a friend who did photography kind of in the area. So I definitely had a feeling. And when we got there, we were just looking at the view. And before he even got on a knee, he said, I have a feeling, I brought you here. So I think he kind of had a feeling that I did too. Um, and I didn't think I'd cry only because I anticipated it, but the waterworks started going right away before he even got on a knee. So
That's cute.
Yeah, he said he had to kind of like reset the location where it might happen a few times because stuff didn't like the time didn't work out.
yeah, we were doing like a gondola on a ski hill, and the weather was bad, so we had to change days. So I was like, well, maybe that's not when he's doing it. So it threw me off a little bit. And then when we got up there, it was still kind of cloudy, so we had a really short window, and it worked out really well. But then right after, there were some lightning strikes, so we had to wait on top of the mountain, and then eventually an SUV came up and drove us down the side of the mountain, probably by like a high school person. So that was a little scary.
That's awesome.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very content. I don't really feel nervous. I just feel really excited. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. So I'm really excited that it's finally happening.
Awesome. He said something kind of similar. He said he's ready to call you his wife.
Yeah.
um, what are you looking forward to most about being married?
Oh, probably finally being able to call him my husband, kind of like what you said, because um, we've been together for so long, we've lived together, um, but it'll be nice to actually, call each other husband and wife, and um, I don't know, be more in union together, I suppose.
Make it official and like yeah, official
Yeah.
begin that life together.
Mm-hmm.
What are some traits about him that you find like that you admire most?
He is one of the most hardworking people I've ever met. Like, if he does something, it is 120% minimum. Like, he doesn't half anything, and he yeah, he is very hardworking, and I really admire that about him. And it has inspired me a lot to like put more effort into things myself. He is very funny. um, and he also just has like an honesty to him, like both in his words, but also um, in his interactions with people. Like he is super genuine with people, and he loves talking to anybody. Like we will go to the middle of nowhere to some random town, and he will make a friend anywhere he goes. And I really like that about him too.
Yeah, that's an admirable trait.
Yeah.
We're both very bad at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could appreciate that. Can you describe what your ideal future would be like with him if you're thinking like 20 or 30 years from now? What kind of life would you be living?
Definitely a couple kids. We've talked about 2 to 4, depending on how things go. And ideally, coming back home to Sydney. Both of our families are here, so it'd be a really great place to raise our family. Traveling the world and just living life together.
Awesome. During our call, I think you guys asked us to ask you 2 questions. One is a favorite memory with each other. Is there anything that sticks out in your mind?
There's so many favorite memories, I feel like. One would definitely be the Tetons, because that was a really cool experience for us, kind of our first road trip together. One of our earlier memories would probably be, I think this was after we told each other we loved each other, but definitely like the first time it felt like soulmate connection. I feel like we were just watching The Breakfast Club on the couch, and I fell asleep, and I still don't think I've seen the whole movie. But I don't know, I just felt kind of like how I feel today, very content and safe, and I felt like that was the moment that like I knew he was my person.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's those little moments. They're not like big grand gestures sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just- yeah, they just come out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Something feels right. And your favorite trip together, is that the same thing as the 2000 trip?
Actually, we've gone on a few other trips, and one of them was to Boston. We actually went there with his parents, and I loved it because I didn't expect to like Boston, and we got to kind of experience the city together. And another memory, I guess, from when we were in Boston, we took one of the mornings by ourselves. We woke up early, and we walked from the hotel to a coffee shop, and we just sat on the harbor and like drank our coffee by the ocean on the other side of the country. So that was really fun to experience together. So I think that was probably one of my favorite trips of us together because it was also one of the first.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't get to do that in Montana.
No.
Is there anything else, or should I say the last one? Yeah, so this is going to be a direct message to Everett, so you can look into the
Okay.
camera as like whatever you want to say to him right before you get married.
I just want to say that I love you and I'm so excited to be marrying you. I feel like this is something we both wanted for a really long time, and I just don't even know what to say because I'm so excited and I really look forward to the life that we're starting today together.